Before we get into today's video, your 60-second AI news hit. This week, OpenAI launched a self-serve advertising platform inside ChatGPT, meaning brands can now pay to promote products directly within your AI conversations. That's a significant shift for a tool millions of people trust for honest answers. Google revealed its next-generation AI agent called Spark at Google I/O this week, a system designed to work autonomously inside your apps, booking restaurants, editing documents, and managing your schedule without being asked step by step. And Anthropic is reportedly closing a fundraising round that would value the company at nearly $1 trillion, making it one of the most valuable private companies in history. The pace this week alone tells you everything about where AI is heading. Let's get into today's topic. 2025 was the year AI stopped being a conversation about the future and became a fact of the present. In the space of 12 months, AI moved from a tool that impressed us in demos to a technology that is actively reshaping medicine, work, education, creativity, and national security. And most people missed the moments that actually mattered, because the news cycle moved too fast and the hype was too loud. In this video, I'm cutting through all of that. No hype, no speculation. Just the 5 moments from 2025 that I believe genuinely changed the trajectory of AI. The challenge with following AI news is that there's an enormous amount of noise. Every week brings another announcement, another model, another headline claiming everything has changed. Most of it hasn't, but some of it genuinely has. My job today is to separate the two and explain why the moments that actually mattered. Moment 1, AI enters the clinic. The first genuinely historic moment of 2025 was AI moving from medical research into clinical practice at scale. Google DeepMind's AlphaFold had already revolutionized protein structure prediction, essentially solving a problem that had stumped biology for 50 years. But in 2025, AI diagnostic tools began being deployed in NHS hospitals and health systems across Europe and the US, not in trials but in actual patient care. AI systems are now reading radiology scans, flagging potential cancers, and identifying diabetic eye disease with accuracy that matches or exceeds specialist doctors. In some cases, they're catching things human eyes miss. Why does this matter to you? Because the healthcare system you interact with is quietly changing. Your next scan may be read by an AI before a doctor sees it. And the evidence so far suggests that's making diagnoses faster and more accurate, not worse. This wasn't a future announcement. This happened. In hospitals. In 2025. Moment 2. AI agents arrive. The second moment is one that most people haven't fully registered yet, but it may be the most consequential thing that happened in AI in 2025. AI agents went mainstream. Until recently, AI tools like ChatGPT were reactive. You asked, they answered. You prompted, they responded. But in 2025, a new category of AI emerged. Agents. This is an AI that can take actions, not just give answers. An AI agent can be given a goal, research the top 10 competitors in this market, and produce a summary report, and go off and do it. It browses the web, reads documents, compiles information, writes the report, and delivers it, without being prompted at every step. Anthropic's Claude, OpenAI's Operator, and Google's Project Mariner all launched agent capabilities in 2025. And as of this week, Google has announced Spark, the most advanced AI agent yet, designed to work autonomously inside the apps you use every day. We're moving from AI as a tool you use to AI as a colleague that works alongside you. For your working life, this means the question is no longer just, can AI help me do this task? It's, can AI do this task entirely while I focus on something else? That shift is happening now. Moment 3. The regulation era begins. The third moment is less exciting than the others, but arguably just as important. In 2025, governments around the world stopped watching AI happen and started trying to govern it. The EU's AI Act, the world's first comprehensive legal framework for artificial intelligence, came into full effect. It categorizes AI systems by risk level and imposes strict requirements on the most powerful ones, including transparency obligations, human oversight requirements, and outright bans on certain uses like social scoring. The UK took a different approach, lighter touch, sector-specific guidance, rather than a blanket law. The US remained fragmented, with different states taking different positions, while federal regulation stalled. Though this week brought news that major AI companies, including Microsoft, have agreed to give US regulators early access to their models before public release, a significant step toward proper oversight. Why does this matter to you? Because the rules being written right now will determine what AI can and can't do to you. As a worker, a consumer, a patient, and a citizen. The regulation era has begun, and the decisions being made right now will shape AI for the next decade. Moment 4. Creative AI goes professional. The fourth moment was the year creative AI stopped being a novelty and started being used professionally at scale. In 2025, major advertising agencies began using AI to generate campaign visuals. Hollywood studios used AI for post-production work that would previously have taken months. Music producers used AI to generate backing tracks, sound design, and even complete compositions for film scores. Several high-profile films and TV productions disclosed they had used AI tools in their creation, sparking fierce debate about creativity, authorship, and the livelihoods of artists, illustrators, voice actors, and writers. The honest picture is complicated. AI is creating new creative possibilities at the same time as threatening existing creative livelihoods. Both things are true, and the industry is still working out where the lines are. Moment 5. AI and the election question. The fifth moment is the most politically sensitive. And I want to be clear up front that I'm going to present this factually, not politically. This isn't about any particular party or country. It's about what actually happened with AI and democratic elections in 2025. Several major national elections took place in 2025, in which AI-generated content played a documented role. Deepfake videos of candidates saying things they never said. AI-generated audio recordings designed to sound like real politicians. Targeted political advertising, personalized by AI to individual voters based on their psychological profiles. Election authorities in multiple countries reported that identifying and removing AI-generated misinformation was significantly harder in 2025 than in any previous election cycle, because the content had become sophisticated enough to fool not just voters, but fact-checkers and journalists too. This raises a question that no one has yet answered satisfactorily. How do you run a free and fair election in an age when fabricated reality is indistinguishable from real reality? That's not a question I can answer today, but it's one every voter needs to be thinking about. So now you know the 5 biggest AI moments of 2025 that actually changed everything. Medicine, agents, regulation, creativity, democracy. What does it all add up to? I think 2025 was the year the AI story became irreversibly real. Not in a scary way, but in a, this is actually happening, and it's time to pay attention's way. The technology is moving faster than our institutions, our laws, our cultural frameworks, and most people's understanding of it. That gap between how fast AI is moving and how fast the rest of us are adapting is where most of the risk lives. The good news is that closing that gap doesn't require a computer science degree. It just requires curiosity, a willingness to engage, and a reliable place to get information that cuts through the noise, which hopefully is exactly what this channel is becoming for you. 5 moments that changed everything. Which one surprised you the most? Or worried you the most? Drop it in the comments below. I genuinely want to know. And if you want to understand one of these topics in more depth, the AI agent revolution in particular, I'm dedicating a full video to that very soon. Because after what Google revealed this week, it's the most important story in AI right now. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you next week.